Now, this story has been ongoing. I think first heard about this a couple of years ago when the investigation began. Since 2003, I should say, a Pennsylvania judge, Mark Ciavarella, received millions in dollars in bribes for condemning minors to maximum prison sentences in Pennsylvania. In the private prison industry, longer sentences earns the private prisons more money from the states. In one case, Ciavarella sentenced a 10-year-old to 2 years in a detention facility for accidentally bottoming out his mother's car. According to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, over 5,000 minors were unjustly sentenced to prison and denied their constitutional rights. Many of them have now been released and cleared of their charges. The court has overturned 4,000 convictions by this guy from 2003 to 2008. He was convicted on 12 counts, including racketeering, money laundering, mail fraud, and tax evasion. Also ordered to repay $1.2 million in restitution, apparently from his illicit gains. He's going to go to jail for nearly 30 years. I'd say that's just about right. Maybe I'd tack on another 10, but I don't know how old this guy is. Just unbelievable. And it aside from the obvious corruption here, it also shows a dynamic that is very problematic. When you set up such incentives to send people to prison, you're going to send more people to prison. This is obviously an extreme and naked example of that. But systemically, these incentives work in the same way. One individual may not be getting millions of dollars for extending the sentences of children, but you're creating systems. You're fueling the drug war. You're providing incentive to send people to prison in a way that does not necessarily benefit society at all. This is not to mention the how inefficient these private systems are. They don't save the states any money. Study after study has shown that. All they do is they create a lobbying force that encourages more draconian laws to send more people to prison. We've seen the private prison industry get excited about the idea of deportations and about immigrants, sending undocumented immigrants to prison for extended periods of time. We've seen them promote escalation of the drug war. And you see this incentive structure filter throughout the system. This may be an example, an extreme example, but it's indicative of an incentive structure that we're setting up that is just as corrupt in many ways.